Check out my pool. This is insanely good. And it's so cheap too. It's weird. It's like the cheapest place I've been in with the best facilities. Unbelievable. Somebody is busy.
Oh, I know.
So I just wanted to have make a little video here and show you guys this. Look at this. I found this place for $18 a night. Would you believe that? Unbelievable. Maybe because of COVID, maybe there's less people here. But wow. So, there is a topic that I wanted to talk about, and it is chasing validation from women. And I think this is one thing that not too many coaches talk about, but I think it's quite relevant, because if you want to be, I would say, a good coach and wing people and hang around and help guys get laid, you have to disconnect yourself from the validation from the girls. And in fact, you have to be playing a bit of a defensive game, where if a girl is attracted to me, as an example, let's just say a girl's attracted to me and I'm trying to help my student, I have to figure out a way to deflect that and make her less attracted to me and kind of turn her off, and avoid chasing that validation from women. This is such an important concept for you guys to understand. You don't have to be a coach to understand it. How many times have you gone out with a wingman, and your wing has got all the attention from both the girls, and you found yourself like, hang on, hey dude, like, can't you do something to turn them off? Like, can't you, like, be a little bit more arrogant, be a bit rude to one of them? Can't you help me out a little bit? And I'm sure a lot of you guys that have done a lot of game have found yourselves in this situation. Men, I have very rarely, if ever, met a man that, well, it's very rare. I do have maybe one or two guys that are good at this, that have the ability to switch and turn off the other guy. Not turn off the other girl. So quite often you'll notice that because of hypergamy, women will be like, oh, that's the one we both want, and they're happy for one of their friends to date the best guy, or the best looking guy, or they both become attracted to one guy, and one girl will get the guy and the other girl will be like, well, if I can't get that particular guy, I don't want anything. I wouldn't say it's as rare. I wouldn't say it's that rare. I would say it's quite common, actually. And if you guys out there, if you have a wing that might be more attractive than you, and chases validation from women hardcore, he's going to be one of those guys that just cannot switch it off. He'll get this like adrenaline boost, start acting more fun and lively, and just draining all of the attention out of the room. And it's more because of his own insecurities. He's not capable of going, okay, well, I've got the attention of mine, I've got mine locked in, my friend's girl is attracted to me too, and everything I say and do, they're all just looking at me and listening to me. And it's women, it's funny when you're in that situation. Women are very rude. They will ignore everybody else in the room and just pay attention to the guy that they think is the best. And I learned this lesson early on. There were times when I was younger, as a teenager, in my early 20s, where I would drain the attention out of the room. just from being kind of jacked and hitting the gym and being quite jovial and just literally draining all of the oxygen out of the room. And there were times there where some of my friends would get angry at me, and they would get angry about other things, and I figured out, hang on, these guys are getting angry at me not because of these minor issues, it's because I'm draining the attention out of the room. And I learnt in my early 20s to switch it off, become a little bit more reserved, and just know, okay, well, I've got one locked in, I just need to be rude to the other girls and push them away. This is something that I think you guys can learn from, because if you are the guy that gets the attention of both girls, you also want your wing to get laid as well. You want your wing to be happy, you want your wing to come back and wing you next time. You don't want to lose your wing or have your wing not want to come out and hang out with you next time. The ideal situation for you, if you are the better looking guy, the more charismatic guy that's draining all of the attention out of the room, and all the girls are watching you, and every time you open your mouth, no matter how stupid what you say is, all the girls just turn and look at you, then you need to be able to switch it off. Because if you keep draining the attention out of the room and your wings don't get laid, it's not always because there's something wrong with them. Quite often is you've just sucked all the attention out of the room, and that there's no way that they can flip that around without you becoming a little bit rude and abrasive towards the other girls and just picking one girl, focusing on one girl that's interested in you. The wing that takes all of the attention out of the room really needs to switch it off and have the ability to do so. And this is something that I don't think is talked about in the community. I think it needs to be talked about a little bit more often. I think it's a very valuable skill, because most of the time coaching in the pickup community is guys in scarcity looking to attract girls, guys looking to get more. Having the ability to play defense and look out for your wing and make sure your wing's happy and getting success as well helps you, because your wing's going to like you more, your wing's going to trust you more, your wing's going to want to turn up more often with you wherever you go, because he's going to trust you and know that you've got his back when things go wrong. And there were multiple times in my early 20s where I clicked. I was like, hang on, I'm making enemies. Some of my friends are getting really angry at me. I didn't fully understand why, and I clicked. I was like, I'm sucking the attention out of the room, and I'm thriving. I'm like the dancing monkey, because all the girls have got are looking at me, and I've got all their attention. And wow, that feels really good to have all of their attention and that female validation going my way. But during the night or at the end of the night, I'll end up with an argument, or one of my friends abuses me, or something like that would happen, and I'd eventually click and realize, hang on, it was because I drained all the attention out of the room that my friends are angry. And I learned to switch it off. So this is an interesting concept which I think is so valuable. You got to learn to play defense and look out for your wing, because it's not always about attracting the girl. Sometimes you do too good of a job and you've got the attention of all the women, and you need to be able to switch it off. You pick the girl that you want, you spend more attention on her, you speak to her one-on-one, you lower your voice, you become more reserved, and you sit in the background. And if any the girls, they're going to continuously ask you questions. They're like, where are we going, or what are we going to eat, or what club are we going to? What you do is you refer those questions to your friends. The friend that's not getting attention, you go, hey, I don't know, Bob, we'll call him Bob, Wayne, where are we going? Where do you think? And refer the questions to him. defer the attention away from yourself, deflect it, and help your wings out. Because sometimes you will do too good of a job where you just drain all the attention out of the room, and you don't want to be that guy that just drains all the attention out of the room and has every girl pining after him, and all your friends end up with nothing, because then your friends are not going to want to turn up with you again to another house party or nightclub or pull girls back, because you don't know how to switch it off and deflect and play defense and be a proper team member. So that's what men do. We're team members. We work together. And hopefully that made sense to you guys. Hopefully you guys are getting enough success to actually understand this concept. And I just keep filming this amazing hotel, and the temperature's perfect. I just can't believe it. And I've got a cutie over there too. So life is good. I'm going to go cook some food and go upstairs after a nice swim in the pool. I'll see you guys in the next video.